Hello chess lovers, I have a fantastic game for you played by Robert Steele. The name of his opponent is unknown and the game was played in 1886 in an Indian city, Calcutta. Robert Steele started with e4 and e5 by black, knight c3, white goes for the Vienna game. The idea is to go for delayed king's gambit in order to avoid Folkbeer counter gambit. Knight c6 and f4. E takes f4, d4, and once this e1 h4 diagonal is weakened, black plays queen h4 check, king e2, d5. Black is sacrificing a pawn for a quick development of this bishop and also trying to expose white king. E takes d5, bishop g4 check, knight f3, and a dubious decision by black, castling queenside. Actually, black is playing very aggressively, sacrificing a knight, but this gives white an advantage. White accepted the sacrifice. Now comes bishop c5, intensifying the pressure on d4. C takes b7 check and king b8. Black king is not capturing the pawn and instead is playing king b8, using this pawn as a shield. Knight b5, knight f6, c3, rook e8 check, king d3. Look at this, king on d3. Seems like white king is in danger, but it turns out that white king is safely protected. Bishop f5 check, king c4. Bishop e6 check, sacrificing the bishop on c5 as well, and white captures on c5. Look at this, daring king on c5. Now a question arises, can black checkmate white king? And now comes a fantastic move by black. As you can see, the queen on h4 is hanging, but black played a5, controlling the b4 square. Now if white captures on h4, then white king can easily get checkmated. Look at this checkmate. That's why after a5, white found the best move. Knight takes c7, opening up a space for the king to escape. Black played queen h5 check, but now white comes up with another brilliant idea. Look at this. The king is stuck on c5 square, but white is going to play one of the most amazing moves, knight e5, covering the king and at the same time sacrificing the queen on d1. By the way, if a move like d5, then already black can capture on c7 and white is in trouble. Let's go back. After queen h5, we see knight e5. Black didn't capture on d1 at once. Black first played knight d7 check, and after king b5, only then black captures on d1. White played a very aggressive move, bishop takes f4, sacrificing a rook as well, but actually knight takes d7 check is stronger. Now king takes c7 can't be played because of bishop f4 check and black is losing his queen. Or after knight takes d7 check, even rook takes d7 can't be played because after rook takes d7, white can play bishop takes f4, the queen is attacked. If queen takes a1, then king b6 and black king is getting checkmated. For example, queen takes b2 check, then knight b5 check and black king is getting checkmated. That's why after knight takes d7, black should play king takes b7, though of course after knight c5 check, king a7, knight takes e8, rook takes e8, king takes a5, the engine gives white a huge advantage. Though on the other hand, this is going to be very hard to realize the advantage. Let's go back. After queen takes d1, we see bishop takes f4, queen takes a1, and king a6. Look at this king. Actually, this king is the best attacking piece in this game. White is just protecting the pawn on b7 and is threatening knight c6 checkmate. Now look, right now the knight on c7 is hanging, but if a move like king takes c7, then after knight takes d7 check, king takes d7, bishop b5 check, king e7, black is losing his queen, and after rook takes a1, this is a completely lost position for black. White is winning. Let's go back. After king a6, black played knight takes e5, Now comes knight takes e8 and a bad move by black f6. Actually, the winning move for black was rook d5, and after this move, white is in trouble. If d takes e5, then simply queen takes b2, or after bishop takes e5 check, black can get rid of this dangerous bishop by capturing on e5, and this is winning for black. But instead, after knight takes e8, black played a bad move f6. Now comes d takes e5. The threat is capturing on f6 and just checkmating black king. Black played f5 trying to keep close to this diagonal, but now comes bishop e3. This bishop is now starting to target black king from g1 a7 diagonal. The threat is bishop a7 checkmate. Rook takes e8, getting rid of the knight, and already black king can escape. But now comes bishop b5. Look at this. White is also sacrificing the second rook. Queen takes h1, bishop a7 check. White has already two bishops to attack. King c7, bishop c5. This bishop now is starting to target black king from d6 square. The threat is bishop d6 check, followed by promoting to a queen. Overlooking white's next threat, black played rook d8, but this is losing on the spot. Even queen d1 is losing because of king a7 covering the b8 square and threatening bishop b6 checkmate. That's why it was important to play rook c8, and already all white can do is give a perpetual check, and this is going to be a draw. If b takes c8 queen, then after king takes c8 there are no more mating threats and black is winning. But after bishop c5 we see rook d8, and here comes king a7, this mighty king a7 move, and black resigned, covering the b8 square and threatening bishop b6 checkmate. Just a random move, queen takes g2, then bishop b6 checkmate. This game is such a fantastic one that some experts think that this had never happened and is just a composed game. It will be also interesting to know your opinion. What do you think about this game? Waiting for your comments, and if you liked this brilliant game, don't forget to give the thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. More videos are coming. Good luck.